Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will explore the depths of Out of the Silent Planet by C.S. Lewis. Out of the Silent Planet by C.S. Lewis, first published in 1938, is the inaugural novel in Lewis's acclaimed Space Trilogy. It blends science fiction and theology, following Dr. Elwin Ransom, a philologist, as he is kidnapped and taken to the alien world of Malacandra, Mars. There, he encounters wondrous creatures, explores complex moral and spiritual questions, and uncovers the dark motives of his captors. Plot summary. As twilight deepened across a quiet English countryside, Dr. Elwin Ransom, a philologist on a solitary walking tour, found himself stranded after being denied lodging at a small village inn. With the prospect of a long journey to the next town, he stumbled upon a cottage where a distraught woman lamented her son Harry's tardy return from work at a nearby estate known as the Rise. Moved by her worry, Ransom decided to visit the estate and ensure Harry's safe return. The Rise stood eerily silent, its overgrown drive and neglected appearance exuding unease. Ransom's calls went unanswered until he encountered two men struggling with a frightened boy. One of them, to Ransom's surprise, was an old-school acquaintance named Dick Devine. The other, a cold and commanding figure, introduced himself as Professor Weston. Devine's apparent camaraderie persuaded Ransom to accept an invitation to rest. But as fatigue dulled his senses, he failed to notice the strange drink pressed into his hand. Ransom awoke in a metallic room bathed in unnatural heat and light. Slowly, the realization dawned. He was aboard a spacecraft hurtling away from Earth. Weston and Devine revealed their destination, a planet they called Malacandra, though their reasons for bringing him were shrouded in vague assertions about necessity and sacrifice. The voyage, though fraught with physical disorientation, awakened Ransom's sense of wonder. Outside the vessel, the heavens shimmered with stars more radiant and abundant than any he had known on Earth. Upon their arrival, Ransom was thrust into a world both alien and magnificent. Malacandra's landscape stretched in surreal hues of blue and green, punctuated by towering spires and vast waters. Before he could take in the spectacle, he found himself fleeing his captors, his instincts compelling him into the unknown. He soon discovered he was not alone. In a tranquil forest, Ransom encountered a creature unlike anything he had imagined, a atros, a seal-like being standing upright and speaking a language both musical and strange. This atros, named Hai, treated Ransom with warmth and curiosity, offering him shelter and a glimpse into the harmonious life of the Rasa. Their community, marked by a simplicity and nobility that humbled Ransom, revered their ruler Oyarsa and lived in balance with the land. Ransom began to feel a connection to their values, contrasting starkly with the ambitions of his abductors. Hai taught Ransom their language, a task that deepened their bond and revealed the depth of Malacandra's culture. Together, they hunted Nakra, a fearsome aquatic creature whose pursuit symbolized bravery. The hunt forged a deep friendship between the two, but it also ended in tragedy. As they celebrated their victory, Hai was struck by a bullet fired by Weston or Devine, who were pursuing Ransom. With his dying breaths, Hai urged Ransom to seek Oyarsa and uncover the true purpose of his journey. Ransom's path to Oyarsa led him across Malacandra's varied landscapes and introduced him to the Sorns, tall, wise beings who towered over him but bore no malice. The Sorns shared knowledge of the planet's history and hinted at Earth's isolation. Ransom learned that Earth, known as the Silent Planet, had been cut off from the cosmic order due to its corruption by an evil force. Malacandra, by contrast, thrived under the guidance of Oyarsa, a spiritual being who maintained peace and harmony among the planet's species. When Ransom finally reached Oyarsa, he was brought before a gathering of the planet's three intelligent species, the Rasa, Sorns, and Fifiltrigi, the latter being skilled craftsmen. Oyarsa, neither seen nor entirely comprehensible to Ransom, exuded an aura of authority and wisdom. Under Oyarsa's questioning, Weston and Devine were brought forth, their motives laid bare. Weston, driven by a warped sense of human superiority, sought to colonize Malacandra and exploit its resources. Devine, ever the opportunist, desired Malacandra's gold. Oyarsa's judgment was both merciful and stern. He decreed that Weston and Devine must return to Earth, taking Ransom with them, and warned that humanity's self-destructive path would lead only to ruin unless it sought harmony with the greater cosmic order. The journey back to Earth was fraught with tension, as Weston and Divine's resentment simmered. Yet Ransom, transformed by his time on Malacandra, felt a profound clarity about humanity's place in the universe. When they crash-landed on Earth, Ransom's heart was heavy with the knowledge that few would believe his tale. He resolved to write down his experiences, hoping they might one day inspire others to question humanity's course and seek the deeper truths of existence. That's all for now. The Journey Through Space Trilogy series doesn't end here. Check out the rest of the series by C.S. Lewis. You know where to find them. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in C.S. Lewis's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.